Good morning, everybody. I am here finally. Some crazy technical difficulties on the Facebook app. Had to actually remove my phone from my tripod to start my camera. I don't know. I'm not going to try to explain it, but while you're grabbing your coffee, your tea, your water, while you're logging on, I'm going to go ahead and share this to my group. Thank you so much for being here. I am Deb LaFlamme. I am the Chief Ideapreneur at For Love of Your Biz, coming to you live on Sunday morning. Something different, but I had a thought that I want to share with you. So let me just go ahead and share to my group. Give me 1 second. And if you guys are in any groups that could benefit from some business coaching, I would love for you to share this with them as well. You'll see I am sitting down today, which is rare for me for my Facebook Lives because I know my energy is so much better when I'm standing, but I've already worked out today, so I'm feeling a little tired. Haven't had breakfast yet. Wasn't really ready to eat, but I did want to come on and share some thoughts with you that happened actually while I was at the gym this morning. So I do have my laptop in front of me, so I can see you guys. I can actually see for the first time, I can see on my mobile, so that's great too. Say hello when you're joining so that I can say good morning to you. Hello, Karen. Hello, Jess. Okay, let me get started here. You guys can hear me okay? I think you can because you are actually saying hello, which is exactly what I said. So let me have a sip of the coffee that I just brewed while you guys are joining. And if you're here in the replay, thanks for watching. It means as much to me that you take time out as well to watch. So the thought for today, actually, okay, it's Sunday morning. It's the last week of November. Yes, after lunch. Good. I'm glad you have coffee, Alice. Thanks for joining us after lunch. I haven't even had breakfast yet. But so it's the last week of November. Friday this week begins December, which is just crazy. In the U.S., we wrapped up Thanksgiving, and everyone's head is kind of distracted, I would say, with the Black Friday and the Small Business Saturday. And today's like a day off from sales, right? Yes, there are businesses that are running like 4-day sales or getting ready for Cyber Monday, and then Giving Tuesday on Tuesday. So I feel like today is the day off from the buy this before it goes away messaging, or this is the lowest deal it will ever be. So I went to the gym early this morning, ironically, did not set my alarm, thought, okay, if you get up, it was meant to be, and if you don't, you don't. But my alarm was set and it went off, and I was like, okay, I'm going to the gym, and it was great that I went. But so part of my workout today was 30 seconds of jumping rope. And I'm not really good at jumping rope. So when I start and I get the rope ready, and I watch the clock so that I like to start on the 0 or the 30, so I don't have to figure out how long I have to go. But I get as much work in as I can in 30 seconds. And you know, when I started at the gym 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago now, I was the one who had to take the jump rope out to the driveway or the parking lot and actually skip like a little girl and like go like forward. I couldn't stand in place and jump rope. Now I can. And I know that it's a really good workout for me. It gets my heart pumping and gets me sweaty, which I enjoy. I feel like my workouts are really good when I'm sweaty when I leave the gym. So today I'm totally in the groove. I'm on my second round of my 30-second jumping rope, and I'm going, and I'm watching the clock, and I'm really psyched because I've got the momentum going. I'm completely on a roll, and I freaking tripped myself up with the jump rope. I don't know if it was my shoelace or my sweatshirt or my hair or whatever, or the fact that I'm tired, but I get tripped up. And I have at least 10 seconds left in this set. So I'm frustrated. So I have to get the rope back together and I have to get started again. And I'm like legit annoyed because now I've lost my momentum. I've lost my energy. I've lost my focus. And I realized while I was jumping rope, this is an idea that I can share with all of you, because so often in business and in life, but specifically in business, we get tripped up. I just wanted to get 30 seconds of work in. I was clear, I was focused, I was moving forward, I was on a roll. But the way that this really applies to business is we often get tripped up. We get distracted. We get frustrated, right? Whether it's during hiring or firing or just working in your business. No matter your skill, no matter if you offer product or service to your people, we can get tripped up, and we can get distracted, as I mentioned, or frustrated. And we need a place or a space where we can get clear again. So the reason I'm coming to you is because I feel like we're really hard on ourselves in our work. We find that when we're like coasting through or even growing, things are just supposed to happen organically or naturally in our business. But if you've ever tried to grow or tried to excel or ascend or become more than you were, or grow your business more than you were, there are going to be times when you get tripped up in your business, and things get you blocked or are in the way of you getting to that next level. And sometimes it's just you're tired in your business, or you're overworked, or you're trying to do things by yourself for so long that you don't realize that getting help to get you through that next step is exactly what you need. So, for me, getting support and getting people to be around me and surround me in my business, whether it's to help me with my website or to help me with design work or to help me with pricing or scheduling or coming up with my next program, I never need them more than when I'm feeling in that space where I'm frustrated or distracted or stuck, or in the sense of the jump rope, tripped up. If we use the jump rope as the example, 30 seconds is not a long time, but when you're trying to get work done in 30 seconds, and you get tripped up at 20 seconds in, it's pretty frustrating. And so if you're working on a project, if you're working on a new program, if you're looking to launch something or sell something, whether it's artwork or real estate or a coaching program, when you get tripped up, you lose the focus, you lose the ability to continue to move forward. And I was just talking to someone over Thanksgiving, and we were talking specifically about that feeling. And right now, even just talking about it, I have that feeling, because I feel this so much in my business right now. Specifically in the last couple of weeks, I'm feeling like there's something over here that I need to get to. Oh, I have to breathe just to talk about it. But there's something that I want. It's on the other side of this distraction, this frustration, this getting tripped up. And it's just like the jump rope. I was 20 seconds in and I got tripped up and I had 10 seconds left. And I had to I felt like I had to start all over again from the double zero to get the work in. I mean, obviously I only had 10 seconds left. So I got my rope together, got my feet in position, took a deep breath, looked at the clock, and I was like, okay, give yourself 10 more seconds of work. But it wasn't like the first 20 seconds when things were really clear and going really well. And that's the part I want to talk about. And that's why I want to talk to you about what's maybe tripping you up in your business. If you are here live, let me know in the comments below. Is there something that, you hit a wall or hit a moment of, I can't work on this any longer, I have to move away? Or like with my jump rope, I could have just stopped at 20 seconds and moved on to the next exercise or the next work. But no, I knew I had 10 seconds left, so I had to get clear, I had to get focused, and I had to get moving. So let me know in the comments below if you're here. I'm going to take a sip and take a deep breath, because obviously I'm getting all amped up and hyped up about this. This is, I want to know, what is it in your business that you're feeling that is distracting you, that is frustrating you, that is tripping you up? Alice says, so funny, this is exactly how I feel at the moment, but only because that event went well and now I have to start all over again. Yes, time to regroup. I totally completely 110% understand how you feel, Alice. Like, do you feel it like you're like, how do I even begin again? And really, it's because you've gone so high and now you're feeling like, okay, now what? Do I have to start down here? No, I feel like for you, you have to keep that energy up. I know how much work it is for you, that you want to be here. I wonder, do we have a call soon? I hope we have a call soon so that you and I can get you back up on track. But that feeling that I'm feeling right now, even just talking about it, and again, I'm just using the simple example of the jump rope where I felt I got tripped up. And I was like, damn it, this is how I feel in business sometimes. Oh my God, I'm just feeling it in my stomach right now. Oh, I'm glad I'm not alone. That's for sure. I mean, but I do feel like, that's why I know this is why I started my December accountability group, is for this exact reason, for people to be surrounded by other people who totally understand how they feel, to get the focus in, to get the support that they need, get the support that they deserve, to get through that thing, get through that barrier, get through that distraction, that interruption, the distraction, whatever it is. Yes, Karen, you call it outside interruptions. There are things that are going to get in your way no matter what. And for me, it was a shoelace or my hair or my sweatshirt, whatever it is, that stopped me at that 20 or 21 seconds. And I literally felt, how can I possibly be in that same space as I was at the 0 to finish out this set, to finish out this round of jumping rope. So Maribeth, yes, you feel that, but the opposite of Alice, launch didn't go as well. So now you feel totally deflated, Maribeth, right? And now you need to regroup and find out. You have to find that space, that energy. And maybe for you, it is exercise, Maribeth, where you get in that space of exercise and you're reminded that this, in fact, is where you want to be and what you want to do and how you want to help people. I think that's the piece of the core within us that will remind us to get motivated and get moving and get through that last 10 seconds of the jump rope. We have to find that space over and over again. It's almost like you want to bottle it up in your water bottle, so to speak, that energy, that passion, that drive, that focus to get through that last 10 seconds as far as the motivation. But it's funny because the accountability group that people had asked for it's so coming into something very interesting, and I want to share with you. I think that most of the people that have joined so far want to plan their social media content calendar, their messaging, their themes, their social post ideas for 2018. And so it's funny that it's becoming that. It's just something that I do so organically to help people in their businesses coming up with ideas to market their business better. And I think people are finding that to be a big frustration when they try to market their businesses online. And so, I've had one person that's actually reached out to me, hasn't joined yet, but has asked, can I use your 4 calls in the accountability group to help plan my online marketing messaging for 2018? And I'm like, of course you can. That would be ideal. Each week you could do a different quarter. Each week we can work on that. Alice says, I think always it's going back to the source of our thing. I know. I hate to say it's our why, but the thing that's like feeling funny for me right now is like, what's next? Like, how can I serve more people in 2018? Like, what do I do best? And every time I think about helping you market your business better, that's what really comes, that's really what fills me up. And, it will sound cliche, but it's what comes easiest to me. And so I do it the best. And, business coaching, it's funny, business coaching for me began because people wanted to learn ways to market their business better. And then when people work with me, they say, oh, can you help me with this in my business? Or can you help me work through this problem or issue in my business? And so the marketing coaching evolved into business coaching with a significant focus on marketing, of course, because that's kind of what my background, not what it is what my background is in. So for sure. But anyway, I wanted to just come and talk about that and know that you're not alone in the respect of losing the momentum and losing that when you're on a roll and feeling like everything is aligned and everything is perfect, and then something trips you up. So I'm really glad that you guys joined in on the conversation. I do feel like it's a conversation that could go on for a long time. Sometimes, this is important too, sometimes what's tripping us up, what's frustrating us, what's in our way of finishing those last 10 seconds may not be our responsibility or may be out of our control. And so like for Maribeth, you felt like you were starting this program and it was exactly what people needed, and you were in the zone and you built this program, and then the launch didn't go as well as you expected. And I do believe that that was out of your control. It could be that you were working so hard on all of the things in your business that you couldn't put 110% energy to reach out all of those people. But on the flip side, it could be timing. It could be things that are out of your control, like time of year or focus, or people aren't sure if they need it or why they need it. And I think that's a real big piece as those of us that deliver service-based products, because that's what you deliver is a service. They don't understand the value of it yet. So there's a double-edged sword for you, because you want to have clients to show them that the program is worth it and valuable and they can get success from participating in it, so that they can help you spread the word for people to learn more about your product, your service, your program. Alice, I think always going back to the source of our thing. Yes. Heather, I feel like I have a confidence issue right now. Hitting post button takes time. Is this okay to say or do? Yes, of course it's okay to say or do. If you read my blog post, nothing stresses me out more than publishing a blog. And not because, so it's interesting. I just got to fix it. See, sitting down for me does not work because I keep moving and switching. But hitting publish on a blog. So let's go back to what you said. Confidence. Your confidence. You're worried about confidence in your social posts. I believe post button takes time. You probably overthink your words. And I think it's because you're not sure if you're saying the right thing to the right person at the right time. And I would tell you to let yourself off the hook, all of you, because, and I just, when I was speaking, I was talking to Laura Husson for a podcast interview, and we were talking about the myth that you have to be talking to everyone all the time on every platform. And my words of wisdom to you is you don't need that. You need to worry about one person at one time in one place. And that person will hear you and they will learn from you. And more importantly is you need to show up for that one person rather than trying to be everything to everyone in every place. It's not humanly possible when you are a solopreneur or someone in a small business running your business by yourself. You can't be everything to everyone in every place. So definitely let yourself off the hook for that. Sometimes people are just not ready. Yes, that's true, Heather. I hope you're listening to that, Maribeth. We are all learning and growing for sure. Jess, I feel it's time of year. Some people are busy right now. I notice I am getting no engagement on my posts. I have used call to action and none is responding. No one. Yes. Yes. So the time of year is a big conversation. So let's talk about that for a second. For those of you that are still here, time of year is a big piece. However, I would not tell you to stop posting. I would not tell you to stop sharing. And I'm really glad you brought this up, Jess, because this is a topic of conversation a lot of people struggle with. Whether it's like a long weekend, people say, oh, I'm going to take the time off, or it's Thanksgiving. I'm not going to post over the next 4 days. So here's the piece of the puzzle that I want you to remember when you're hemming and hawing over whether to post or whether to schedule, because we are small business owners. That doesn't mean we have to play small. We actually have to play big, really, really big, because we're competing with businesses that have tools and resources to play big all the time. So you actually want to stay in the heads of your customers, your clients, your fans, your followers all the time, because at the end of the day, I'm going to just ignore the comments for a second while I finish this thought, but I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. I'll come back to the comments. You have to play big as a small business owner, which means you need to stay in the heads of your people. When you think that they're not looking, they're looking, they just may not be participating. And I will tell you that this week specifically, the last couple of days, I have felt inundated with offers and sales and coupon codes. And I've seen them all, and I just don't know where to begin as far as engaging or participating or responding or purchasing for that matter. I'm feeling very overwhelmed by business posts. And I'm not talking about any of yours. I'm talking about big brands that have had big strategies probably since June, July, or August to make sure that this weekend specifically, and some of it started before Thanksgiving, was a great sales weekend for them. And mostly retail, of course, because that's their strategy. This is when they make the most of their money. And if you've seen anything that I've written, you know that this week specifically is a big sales week through email campaigns. So your inbox is probably full of sales every single day from some of the same businesses over and over and over again, because they want you to click through to their website. And so they're going to use email marketing, they're going to use social media marketing to reach you. And that's no different than us. We absolutely need to find our space in the news feed. And it may not be about selling. It may not be about sales. It could just be about building relationships. So with that said, and I know that I went kind of all around with that topic, I want you to be reminded that just because you are a small business, you have to play big. You can't play small. And don't say, no one cares about me, so I'm going to take a couple days off from posting. That's when you use a Facebook scheduler, or that's when you use Post Planner. That's when you use Hootsuite or any of the other posting schedulers that you can use. If you want to take time off and if you want to shut down shop, go ahead, shut down the shop. But don't shut down the shop in the public. Like, don't say, hey, I'm taking 4 days off and my store is closed, or I'm going away for a week and I'm not going to be here for you. Like, find a way to stay connected to your people. And I'll tell you why. You've put too much effort into building those relationships. You've put too much effort into getting engagement for you to shut that store down, shut that Facebook down. You know how much work it took. You know how much energy it took creating posts, coming up with the text. Like, we're talking about it right now. Like, it takes a lot of work to stop that work and to turn that work back on. I always say, use the faucet. The faucet is full steam, right? You're getting engagement. People are talking to you, or they're clicking through and they're buying, or maybe they're just watching and they're not participating publicly at all. I have a client who has really low engagement because nobody wants to participate in what they have to offer publicly. That doesn't mean that they're not reading. This doesn't mean that they're not clicking through the link to go to the blog post and learn more about what they offer. It just means that they don't want their friends, Facebook friends, whatever, to see what they're doing. I really believe this to be like the psychology of social media is people are busy, they're seeing it, but they may not be participating in conversation. So go back to the faucet. You turn the faucet on, full steam, you're posting, you're getting engagement, you're getting reach, you're getting clicks to your website, and then you turn the faucet off. Let me tell you, it's really hard to get that faucet back on full steam and get people like hearing you and connecting with you. So you have to leave that faucet dripping messages and dripping your voice consistently. And again, this doesn't mean 5 posts a day. For your business, it could mean, 3 posts a week, 4 posts a week. That's it, on whatever platform your dream clients are spending their time on. So don't turn it off. Don't let the lack of conversation on social media be the reason why you step away, because it's going to be really hard to come back on. So use the scheduler or use other tools to get content to your pages. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of sharing other people's content. If it resonates with you, it's going to resonate with your people. So put that out there. Use that as what you're sharing. You do not have to be the originator of the content 100% of the time. People think you do. You don't. Let it all go. Let go of the fact that if it's not yours, it's not good, because that's actually a huge myth. So let me just get caught up on the comments, and then we'll finish this up and wrap this up. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a second. Time of year. Okay, so Jess, no one. Alice, they may not be responding now because they are so busy, but they are still reminded and will come back when they are ready, perhaps. Yes, I'm hoping that being consistent, things will turn around. Oh, you guys are on the same page as me. It is very noisy in the sales page. It is like the loudest concert ever in the newsfeed right now. I actually have the newsfeed eradicator turned on, which is a Google Chrome extension. So when I'm on my desktop, I don't have anything on newsfeed, but on my mobile, I can see, and I'm really concerned about how far people are going to go back. Like if you turn off your phone at night, the next day, how far do people go back? I'm curious, actually, with those of you that are watching, let me know. Like as far as Instagram and Facebook, how far do you go back in your newsfeed if you stopped looking today, like right now, and let's see, what time is it? It's 10:30 Eastern. Like if you log off, if you actually put your phone away and go for a walk or go do exercise or take a nap or read a book or whatever, when you go back at like 6 o'clock tonight, how far back do you go? Do you go an hour? Do you go till the post that you saw at 10:30? If you log off tonight and you wake up in the morning, do you like go through everything? Like, so that's the thing that I want you to think about. If you don't go all the way back to your last post that you saw at 10:30 the day before, your fans probably aren't either. So that's why you have to be there. You have to be within that mix of noisy posts. That's just something to think about for sure when you're coming up with your social strategy. So I wanted to come in and talk about how you get tripped up in your business. Obviously, we talked about the noisy news feed during the holiday weekend too, and how you can stay in the heads of your fans and your followers. I do invite any of you that are watching to be a part of my December accountability group, which kicks off on Friday. 31 days of my support with 4 live group calls to get shit done before we hit 2018. So I have had someone reach out to me who asked if creating their social media marketing strategy would be a good project for 4 weeks as we wrap up the year. It's an amazing idea. It certainly will have you or help you start off 2018 on the right foot. So 31 days of my support, 4 group calls, and the holiday special, the Small Business Saturday, the Cyber Monday, whatever you want to call it. The For Love of Your Biz, Let's Get Shit Done special is for $497, which is a $400 savings. It should be $897 as I kick my tripod. So I do hope that if you guys are here live or watching the replay, that you will join me in the December accountability group. 4 weeks, 4 calls, 31 days of my support to get shit done before the new year for $497. Certainly, with my head in the right space, it allows me to help you from getting tripped up, help you get through that feeling of I have to start from scratch, but rather start at second 20. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the beginning where I talked about how I got tripped up during my jump rope 30 seconds of work this morning. But I feel like I'm going to be working on something. I'm excited for 2018, excited about the opportunity to be able to work with many of you as we wrap up this year and start 2018 to help you market your business better online. I thank you guys for joining me live. And if you watch in the replay, I'll be following the thread to see how you feel tripped up and frustrated and distracted in your business. And let me know how I can support you in your business. I do enjoy working with all of you, and I want to help you market your business better. So have an amazing Sunday. I hope you guys are doing something that fills you up to get you recharged and better and ready for the last week of November. So we'll see you guys. Have an amazing day. Thanks for being here. Cheers.